it's Tris and welcome back to my channel. I was actually quite hesitant to film this kind of video today because I kind of felt like this isn't the best content that I do for my channel. This is my third installment of this series and I kind of felt like maybe for you guys it's getting kind of boring or whatever. But it has been 11 months since my last episode and I have gone through so much change since my last girl talk. And honestly, I just really love talking to you guys, especially to my subscribers who are really active whenever I post questions or polls or whatever in my stories on Instagram. In a way, I feel like my girl talk videos allow me to connect with you guys. So here it is, episode 3 of Girl Talk. So I asked you guys on Instagram and I typed in all your questions here in my phone. And the first question is, would you recommend going on Tinder? I have tried the app before, like way back in my teen years, and I don't ever plan on using it again. Especially now, I feel like Tinder is very saturated with bad people. I feel like it isn't the best idea to download Tinder in the hopes of finding the love of your life, because I believe that I was just lucky enough back then to be able to meet someone who actually ended up being in a relationship with me. You all know how that ended. Anyways, I wasn't even looking for anything back then. Tinder is kinda like a game. Yeah, it actually kinda is. It is such a superficial app. You literally spend like less a second scrolling through these people based on their looks. I personally read bios. I get frustrated when I talk to stupid people, so I believe that reading bios is the best way to avoid them. Most of the bios are trash, by the way. Anyways, I kinda come from both ends of the spectrum. I had a great experience with the app, probably because I was really picky. But here's the thing, people's intentions in the app varies a lot, making it difficult to actually find someone who has the same intentions as you. So going back to your question, I don't think I'm gonna recommend Tinder, especially if you're a woman. It isn't a safe app. I suggest you go on Bumble instead if you really want to meet people online. It's safer there. How can I meet or date people during the pandemic? I don't go out kasi it's understandable that you're not going out because it is the pandemic. Anyways, as I've said earlier, the best way to actually meet new people or date them is through social media or dating apps. It's actually your choice because dating apps are much riskier than social media. For dating apps, I really suggest that you go to Bumble instead of Tinder. Tinder is full of guys who are only looking for hookups. Although there are some guys like that on Bumble as well, but less. Or maybe you could just reconnect with some of your friends and maybe connect with their other friends if you really want to meet people. There's no guarantee that you'd end up dating them. But yeah, I think that's the best way. How do I get back with an ex? I don't actually promote getting back together with your ex because there is a reason why they are your ex. Especially if the breakup is fresh. I mean, I think there will come a time where you would miss what you guys are usually doing and maybe you think to yourself na,
oh, I was so happy back then.
But if you would actually consider it, there were times that there's this torturous cycle where you end up crying your eyes out in the middle of the night because of that person. However, if the breakup was probably a few years ago, I see no harm in trying because maybe both of you have experienced and gone through change. For the better, I hope. But honestly, just don't get back with your ex. Any advice to people who ghost others? I'm gonna talk based on my experience. I myself have been ghosted before and it is actually sad and exhausting because for the ghosters out there, please have the guts to tell the people that you're talking to that you are no longer interested. It gives them a bit more of a closure. You owe it to them since they've invested time. At least give them a reason so that they don't have any reason to overthink. I don't think I'll ever be ready for sex. You don't have to pressure yourself to be ready. Just because some people are doing it doesn't mean you have to do it as well. Different people, different timeline. Also, sex isn't a mandatory. If you're not feeling anything towards sex or whatever, there's a label for those kind of people, which is asexual people, and you are not the only one, I guarantee you. When will be the best time to make a relationship legal? I personally believe that depends on you and your partner. You both have to assess both of your families, whether they'd be okay with the relationship or not. Only the two of you will be able to tell when both of you are already ready to meet each other's family. So I don't think I could answer that. Go talk with your partner. How to slide in people's DMs. Guys, girls, everyone, listen. Saying hi, hello, stop that. We all know that already. That has been used throughout the years, and honestly, it's very dull. I personally like it if a guy builds a conversation around a topic, or if he's funny, he makes me laugh. So anyways, here's what you gotta do. Wait for that person that you like to post a story, not in a creepy way, okay? Not in a creepy way. Wait for them to post a story, and then you reply to that story. Make conversation about what they posted. It works, people. It works. Tried and tested. Is it okay to kiss on the first date? Again, I believe that this depends on the person you're seeing. Some people are actually comfortable in kissing on the first date. Some are not. So both of you should be on the same page. You gotta communicate on what's okay and what is not. A guy told me that my expectations are too high. What do I do? Okay, so here's the thing. I believe that you should never lower your expectations. You should never settle for something that is less than what you deserve. But keep in mind that these standards that you're setting should be realistic. Because if you're like expecting a Wattpad boy, you're gonna be single forever, sis. I actually have very high expectations because I am a fan of rom-com. I used to read Wattpad, but I also keep in mind that some of these are too good to be true. You have to keep check of what is fantasy and reality. So, never settle for less, but keep it realistic. Is it normal for your parents to not allow you to get married? I'm 24. Here's the thing, if you are of legal age, you honestly don't need permission to get married. This is a textbook example of a toxic Filipino trait. Most traditional Filipino parents actually have this trait of thinking that the life of their child is an extension of theirs. So even if their child reaches legal age, they still think that they still have control over it. Parents are supposed to be guiding their children, not controlling them. I'm not saying that you should disrespect your parents. Those are your parents. So my advice to you is to actually have a talk with them. Your parents need to have a little faith in your decisions in life. Okay, so I guess that's it. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. It's been a long 11 months, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Press the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I hope I see you guys on the next vlog. All the love and happiness. Peace.